Today I wanted to bring you out to the woods to do a quick review of the Alpkit Kangri tent. This is something I've been using a lot lately. I've been really enjoying it. There's a lot of positives, but there's always negatives with things, so let's try and find what's good and what's not good about this tent. So it's quite a big package size. It sleeps 2 people. You could squeeze 3 people in it, an absolute squeeze and an emergency, but it's very roomy for 2 people. It's quite heavy. Don't really want to be carrying this on your own if you can help it, because it is a weighty thing. So what they've done, they've put it into different sections. We've got the inner and the outer, and then we've got pegs and poles. So what you can do is split this between 2 people. See, they could have those, and then you're not carrying much each at all then, and you get in a palace. Peg quality is probably the lowest point of this tent. It's the candy cane shape. There's 24 pegs, so I don't think the quality needs to be as high as, say, an ultralight tent. They give you a little pole fixer as well. If you're in a pinch, that can sort your pole out. And there's also different pieces of fabric to suit different parts of your tent if you need to do any repairs. Let's clear a little area and put this up and take a look. Pole quality is very good. It's got the Alpkit branding on there, and there's 3 poles. 4 poles. You get 2 long ones colour coded and then 2 shorter ones. So this tent is inner first. Now some people see that as being a big issue. I haven't really had any problems with it myself. I put it up in the rain and it soon dries out. It's only out in the rain for about 5 minutes while you're putting the poles through. You can stick the fly over the top then. So we've got little colour coded tabs on here. So the 2 long ones go diagonally across it. Very easy to push through. Right, that's the basic structure set up. What I find you have to do is put the silver poles in first and then the gold. And it helps to leave a little gap in the door as well, because of material, it doesn't let the air in. It's like proper suction. So you need to leave a door ajar. One thing I would recommend as well, if it's a bit blowy, get some pegs in this before you do this. Otherwise you're going to end up with a kite. So here is the outer. So very simply, you just line up the vents with the doors, and then everywhere there's a pole is just a clip. So the tent is now set up. Super easy to do. I've got away with the minimal amount of pegs today because there's not a breath of wind in this forest. I'm more for the guidelines up for show more than anything. So let's have a look inside then. We've got vents here on both sides. Now I think this is one part it falls down a little bit. So you've got just one velcro in the centre and one down the bottom. So if it was blowing a bit, you could see that zip would get exposed. I haven't experienced it myself. It just feels like it should be a bit more there. The door actually goes all the way around. You can do it a number of different ways. You can just have one door open, 2 doors. You can vent it from the top. So if you want to sit inside, you can just open it like that. Or for when you're sleeping, you want extra ventilation. Or if we open both doors like this, there's a pocket for the door up here. So now you completely open that. Taking a look inside, we've got a big door here, and it's actually a double door. So if we take this part off, you can just have the mesh door instead, or double it up for the solid door. There's a toggle here to hold the door open, and I am 6 foot tall, and as you can see, I don't need to slouch at all in this. I think it's 110 centimeters. It feels like a palace. Let's have a look inside. As you can see, this is where a toggle is for the door. You're supposed to clip these up as well. Like I say, there's not a breath of wind today, so I'm bothered. Okay, best feature. Look at these pockets, guys. Hundreds of pockets all the way around. You even get little ones on the ceiling. And we've got hanging tags, which each are a maximum of 3 kilograms. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And over to the other side, camper number 2 has got their own porch. I'll put my feet to the end and lie down, and I've got that much space behind me. Can't even reach the other side, so you could easily have 2 very comfortably, 3 in an emergency. So I think this is the most solid structure for the wind, for the mountains. Extremely tough. We've had this out in 50 miles an hour. I'm sure it could do a lot more. A really nice shape as well. Closer look at the guys. Nice quality components. Basic toggles. They work fine. I've got adjusters on all the different peg out points. So you put your peg there, and this is your adjustment then. You can pull it tighter with this. So that is the Alpkit Kangri. I thoroughly recommend it for mountain camping. It is a heavy one. I think it's about 3.5 kg. Let's put it on the screen. This is the exact weight. But if there's 2 of you going and you need that security, you're going to have a windy night or something, it's not too bad. Just carrying it between the 2 of you, and you know you've got something absolutely bomb-proof. I would trust this in, let's say 75 miles an hour. I think it could take it easily. You might want to change out the pegs. They're probably the lowest quality part of this tent, but the rest is really well thought out. I love the addition of all the extra pockets. Helps you organise things in the tent, as I'm forever losing things in the tent. And with this, they're all there on display for you. Right, if you want to see this in action, we do take this out quite often on the channel, so check back in. I'm sure you'll find a couple of action videos on there for this. And thanks for watching. Ta-da.